the music playing. Gonna be another good show. Let's get in the mood with Fantasyland. All the migrants love Fantasyland. Hope you enjoy it too. Be starting the show in a few seconds here. Welcome. Let's get the show on the road. And we do that by bringing down the music as only DJ Wonder Chrissy does. Let's bring it down. There we go. There we go, folks. Thank you for joining the show. This is Migrant Mayhem. And we've got another great one for you today. Yeah, this is, they're sending planes to Chicago. Governor Abbott, I mean, he never ceases to amaze. And I wish that we had a response from our buddy Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. I bet you he's having a commission fit. I bet he's doing something in his pants when he found out that Governor Abbott was sending planes. Tuesday evening, Governor Abbott sent a plane, a charter plane. It wasn't a commercial. It was a charter. It arrived at the Signature Terminal, which is like a private terminal for, you know, the rich people and private aircraft at O'Hare. It had 100 people on it, and I guess it had like 2 guides with it. There was 2 people from the state, I guess, supposedly on the plane that disappeared on an Uber shortly after landing. So if you don't know, there has been government flights coming into O'Hare, and those people, those migrants, have been hanging out at O'Hare once they arrive. At one time we had 800. Around Thanksgiving we had like 800 migrants at O'Hare. Now it was down to like 100. Now with the arrival of another extra 100, it's like close to 200 again. So this is the report from O'Hare by ABC7, Michelle Gallardo. Let's see what she has to say.
200 migrants that were being housed at O'Hare Airport. That number today has jumped to 296, courtesy of Texas Governor Greg Abbott, whose office today said this is just the first flight he intends to send Chicago's way. Video taken by Texas Governor Greg Abbott's office shows the moments yesterday afternoon when a privately chartered plane boarded some 100 migrants, many of them children, flying them to Chicago without giving the city any notice whatsoever. They landed at O'Hare's Signature Flight Terminal around 7:15 p.m.
It certainly seems like a political stand that goes not only short in addressing.
Talk about innovation. I know Brandon a couple days ago was talking about how innovative he was. I'm asking the question is Brandon going to start impounding jet planes now? The guy's crazy. Brandon is certifiably crazy, so I wouldn't put anything past him. He has really hasn't come out in the media and said anything. The media was slow to pick up on this. I caught this on Fox yesterday around noon, and by 5 o'clock we started seeing some reports, and I guess Texas provided some videos, so it gave him some time to create a story around it.
the issue but further to create more tensions, more danger, and more issues in the city.
The newly arrived migrants are, for now, being housed inside the bus terminal at O'Hare Airport. Among them is 35-year-old Ana Maria Giordano, her husband, and 3 young children. The people who brought us here were the first to get off the plane, and we never saw them again, says Giordano. We kept asking what was happening, but the people at the airport didn't know. They just asked us to remain calm and told us to stay inside the terminal so we wouldn't be cold. To make matters worse, Giordano had to be rushed to the hospital shortly after landing.
So there you have it too. I mean, these people, look at this lady. She has no reason to be in Chicago. She'll tell you what her ailments are. Her and her sons got some major issues that, guess what, folks? You, the taxpayer, are going to be paying for a long time to come. This lady has no reason to be in the United States, and she is going to, that sucking sound you hear is going to be the money going from your health care and whatever hospital she walks into with her family, going down the drain.
I have 2 brain tumors, and my 8-year-old son has leukemia. They treated me wonderfully at the hospital. They brought me back this morning at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll pay her bill.
Office, CPD, was called shortly after the plane landed, saying that 2 unidentified individuals who flew with the plane reportedly fled Signature Flight and left the scene in an Uber prior to the arrival of police. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for the governor of Texas today put Chicago on notice, blaming the city's recent decision to crack down on rogue buses that drop off migrants outside of the designated area for the new tactic, saying in a statement, because Mayor Johnson is failing to live up to his city's welcoming city ordinance by targeting migrant buses from Texas, we are expanding our operation to include flights to Chicago. Governor Abbott's statement went on to say that until President Biden secures the southern border with Mexico, he will continue taking these actions.
Watch breaking news on you.
So, great move by Governor Abbott, as they detailed in this report. We'll give Governor Abbott a bell or two. There you go. Great bill, great bill. Dinner served, folks. Dinner served. It's just a ham sandwich and some crackers, though. But anyway, we're up to like 5 or 6 suburbs now that have passed ordinances trying to fine any buses that drop off migrants in their municipality. Because what's been happening, as they alluded to, since Brandon instituted his new policy, his restrictive policy, that basically they want to find out who's dropping these people off, and I think they want to squeeze them for some money. That's the real goal. But anyway, Governor Abbott's decided to go with Plan B and come through the back door with some airplanes. And he could it's probably much more expensive, but at this point he probably doesn't care. And if you've seen what the border looks like, with like 10,000 coming across every day, he needs to get rid of these people any way, shape, or form that he can. So, like I said, we got 5 different suburbs that are now have ordinances make it illegal to drop off people in their municipalities, because what's been happening was the buses were just finding a town that had a Metro stop, and they would give the people tickets or give them money to buy a ticket on Metro, which would take them down to Union Station, and I believe the landing zone for the migrants is not too far from there. So that was the game plan there. But now, like I said, we got about 5 different suburbs enacting ordinances. The latest one was Tinley Park, which is in the south suburbs. Haven't heard any more, but there's at least 5 or 6. Rosemont, Cicero, Probably Schaumburg, although I can't remember on Schaumburg. Schaumburg did one in their hotels. They're doing ordinances about their hotels. They're doing ordinances about dropping people off. It's getting crazy here, folks. It's just starting to get crazy, and I think yesterday was the beginning of winter, but it's not going to be a white Christmas here, according to the weatherman. It's going to be a blustery 51 degrees around Christmas, so the migrants have got themselves some nice weather. Been hearing reports that Minneapolis, one of our viewers wrote in saying that Minneapolis has got a good inventory of migrants also, so I haven't heard anything there. I need to look and see if I can find some video of Minneapolis and the migrant crisis up there. I mean, I'd hate to be in Chicago. I can't imagine what winter in Minneapolis is going to be like. Oh my God. So there you have the new happenings in the front of. Let's see if I can find the Brandon video here where he went off on. When the kid passed away, we had the one kid that passed away. Brandon just wrote everybody the riot act. Let's see if I got a video here on that one. Let's see here. Otherwise, we'll show you what the border looks like. Let's go to Bill Malusian, and he's going to give us a taste of what it looks like in the border. As I said, Fox has been down there for years now, and some of the mainstream media is starting to show up, and he's finding people. I think yesterday I saw he did a report. He had some guys from India that were coming through the border. There's like 170 different countries coming through the border, and there is no border at this point, folks. There is no border. People are just coming across and, waving their hands and saying, hey, I want a free ticket to California or wherever, and they're getting it. And you, the taxpayer, is ultimately paying for it. So let's see what Bill has to say about the border in Arizona, where Katie Hobbs is raising the white flag too, I think.
Happening in Eagle Pass because it's pretty crazy. Let's get right to the drone images right now. Our Fox News aerial team live over Eagle Pass, where they have been getting absolutely buried in illegal crossings today. We are talking thousands of people who have crossed over illegally since the sun first came up. These images speak for themselves. You can see masses of hundreds upon hundreds of people who have crossed illegally and are waiting for Border Patrol processing. And it has gotten so bad that CBP has decided to shut down one of the railway bridges out there in Eagle Pass. That's where the trains come in from Mexico into the United States, so they can redeploy CBP personnel to help Border Patrol apprehend migrants. So in a nutshell, they're shutting down international commerce in that spot in order to speed up migrant processing. Then we'll show you what's happening here in Lukeville, where we are. More wall breaches, more mass incursions into Lukeville. We shot this yesterday afternoon right here, where hundreds of people came through another breach in the border wall. Again, they're coming in from all over the world. This Tucson sector, very busy. More than 54,000 illegal crossings.
So some people are asking, why is this happening now? Because it's supposed to be the worst time of year to come across the border, because the weather isn't very nice. It's kind of cold in the evenings. Why is this happening? I got a feeling it's because Joe Bergen has got himself into a bind because he needs to do something about funding for his wars. Okay, folks, there's things going on in D.C. where the guy in the T-shirt needs some more money over in Europe, and the Republicans are holding out until Joe does something on the border. So I think Joe Bergen has told the cartels that you need to get people across because we're going to have to close the border at last, and he's signaling to them that the gravy train is about over. So I think this is why we're seeing such a high volume of migrants coming across the border, folks. That's it. Joe needs to get his money. He needs to cut a deal for the guy in the T-shirt in Europe and continue those wars over there. So I think that's the real reason why we're seeing all these people just flooding across the border.
Last 3 weeks alone, Republican Congressman Andy Biggs was out here today. He says this crisis is going all over the country. Take a listen.
Coming to a town near you, folks.
You're going to continue to see increasing crime. You're going to see increasing homelessness because our economy is not designed to absorb the millions of people who are coming into this country illegally that are being given parole.
And I showed you guys a couple of days ago, the crime is ever increasing in Chicago, and it's getting worse. There was a report yesterday, Susie Q's old hometown of Glenview. A gentleman had his Mercedes-Benz carjacked at Costco in the middle of the day, like noon. He was putting gas into his Mercedes, and someone just walked up and jumped in, and off he went. It's getting crazy out there, even in the nice places.
And ability to work. It is coming to your town.
And Martha, remember, the White House has repeatedly said that this border crisis is seasonal, the sort of thing that just shifts with the weather every now and then. Well, here we are in almost year 3 of this crisis. This just goes to show has nothing to do with the weather. We're in mid-December. It's all about policy. We'll send it back to you.
Bill, thank you very much. Let's bring in Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee, who's on this Judiciary.
So there you have it, folks. There you have it. It's not getting any better. They're flying them into Chicago. Yeah, Chicago's a mess. Chicago is a mess. And I'm telling you, I'm the guy. I mentioned this before, you know, I'm one of the guys that's here in Chicago. I'm on the ground. There's another guy by the name of, wears goofy glasses too, Anton Daniels. Check him out. But I am the original goofy guy from Chicago with the glasses. Anton Daniels is sitting in Detroit. He's sitting in Detroit looking at my videos most likely and telling you guys what's going on. So if you want the real truth, get it from the original goofy guy, and that's me, Morty of Migrant Mayhem here at Land Cruiser Midwest, and we got the best goofy glasses on the tube. Don't be watching that Anton Daniel guy. He's I don't know. He's not original. I am the original migrant hunter. So there you have it. I got the original goofy glasses here. I got a couple sets of goofy glasses. Look at this. I got 2 sets so far. I got another set of goofy glasses. Anton's Goofy's glasses do not match up with mine. Look at that. Look at that. I got awesome goofy glasses. It's too early in the morning. I need some coffee. So I think that's it for today's show. I wanted to thank you guys for tuning in. We'll have more for you. I can guarantee you there's going to be more. Brandon's going to respond. He's going to blow his gasket. I look forward to seeing that video. Hopefully we get something today from Brandon. Who knows? It just keeps getting worse in Chicago, and the flow of migrants just keeps coming. Hey, Governor Abbott, if you need any more places to send migrants, just let me know. Because there's a lot of airports in Illinois if you're going with private. Bloomington, Illinois is a beautiful airport to send to. Rockford is a nasty town, but they got an airport there too. So Bloomington and Rockford would be great places to send some planes if you get a better, cheaper flight to those airports. But anyway, DJ Wonder Chrissy, like, share, and subscribe, folks. It does matter. It helps us break the algorithm and get some views, get some watches. And this is Migrant Mayhem, over and out. Morty for Migrant Mayhem.